like I'm a very commercial guy, but I think there's no amount of poverty that you can acquire that will help you change the world, right? So the more money you can acquire, the more change you can affect. Oh wow, you can now edit your video on, you can now edit your videos on, this literally must have just been released.
What?
Drag to split up the snap.
Then does it send 2 snaps or does it delete it?
I have no idea. Like it just creates more snaps. But how do you unsnap it?
Oh.
But I've literally just cut it up just to see what it does, but now I want to make it...
Can you drag the sides across like that?
Oh.
It's like the camera on the iPhone.
Yeah, right.
Do a video.
What is? Shower water. You like to drink shower water? Tell Snapchat that again. Mark loves shower water. How do you drink it, mate? You like... I got heavy in LA. Like I literally, I ate once a day. Like I literally went to like 300 calories a day for 3 days when I got back. They've got this thing called DoorDash where you can get like high-end restaurants and Uber, like it's like an Uber Eats for high-end restaurants where a driver will go and pick up like a high-end meal and bring it to your hotel. And so I don't need to get out of bed. I just get out of bed, train, ride to Venice, ride home, cardio. Come on, Newcastle. Come on. All right, grab a seat. All right, how you doing? Yeah. Just by a little bit of curiosity, who here right now is actively marketing their business on social media and going, how the fuck does this work?
Have you ever experimented with advertising an actual Facebook page or group on Facebook? Do you know what I mean? So instead of advertising, you click it and it goes to your website. Click it and it goes to a Facebook.
Oh, I rarely, like it's rare for us to do off-platform stuff.
Yeah.
We do it once we get down to the bottom of that funnel for the call to action. It's only then we send them off-platform. Because you get most of your efficiency in terms of financial efficiency by keeping them on platform. But it's once you take them off platform, the costs are going to skyrocket because Facebook doesn't like taking people off platform. But if you've conditioned them and exposed them, 5, 6, 7, 8 times before they get to that call to action, by the time you drop that call to action, the conversion rate will be obviously much higher because they've been exposed to a lot more content and kind of balances out the efficiency, the cost efficiency equation because they've been exposed. Because if you drop a call to action without any conditioning, your cost per lead is going to be very high, like $24 to $40.
So how long have you been meditating?
20 years.
Yeah.
But it was in my early 20s that my first mentor got me into Vipassana. I did Vipassana 7 times. It's like a 10 days vow of silence. Honestly, it's worth it. It's amazing. I've done some really tough stuff in my life, and it's one of the most mentally grueling challenges I've ever gone through.
Yeah, I actually really quite enjoyed silence after being a barber and having to talk all day. I was like, oh God, I don't know.
I tell you what, the first, when you do it on the 11th day when people start talking, you're like, fuck, I don't want to talk anymore. Yeah, I'm really cautious about not-for-profit. Like for me, I think every even just the term not-for-profit for me bothers me because a lot of charities that I've worked for that when they have that not-for-profit mentality, it becomes a reality.
Yeah.
Like they become a not-for-profit and they never.
Profit for purpose.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, I like that. But one of the things I'm a very commercial guy, but I think there's no amount of poverty that you can acquire that will help you change the world, right? Yeah. So the more money you can acquire, the more change you can affect. My advice is always focus on commercialization. Because if you can't make money, you can't help anybody. You focus on what it is that you do to deliver your service to provide value that as a natural consequence produces money, and then you use that capital for whatever altruistic purposes that you want to deploy it into. But be commercially minded because there's lots of charitable people out there that go broke and they don't help anybody.
Cool. How did everyone find that? Good. Yeah? Have fun?
It was okay. But I just want to say thank you. It never gets old that people would want to volunteer to turn up to do what we do. Like, it's just, yeah, it's really special. So thank you to every single one of you. It means the world that you would continue showing up. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you so much. It's a blessing.
Cool. All right, well, one last thing. Photo, but first,
Photo.
hands in.
It's called a photo.
All right, on 3, it's shit.
I'm shit.
Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka.
Care team. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Shit!